come on in, and come on in. Happy Friday, wherever you are. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in, wherever you are. Happy Friday to you. Happy Friday. Come on in. Today we're talking about why narcissists fear empaths. This is what we're talking about today. So come on in. Come on in. Happy Friday to you. Come on in. Come on in. We're talking today about why narcissists fear the mirror of empaths. So come on in and tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody. Remember, narcissists really fear empaths, even if the empath is not aware of this. And this is what we're going to uncover today. So come on in and tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody. Miles, greetings. Welcome in. Welcome in. Today we're talking about why narcissists fear empaths. That's what we're talking about. So wherever you are, come on in. You want to understand your power. Realize you are the mirror, not the victim. Why do narcissists fear empaths? Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. This is the whole point. This is the whole point. Come on in. Come on in. Happy Friday to you. Come on in. Today we're talking about why narcissists fear empaths. Why narcissists fear empaths. So you understand your true power. You get me? So come on in and let's get into it. Come on in and let's get into it. Why do narcissists fear empaths? Why do narcissists fear empaths? And why their collapse keeps repeating? So if you want to know about these narcissists and why they fear you and how they fear you, this is the place to be. Come on in. We know the truth. We said it, Dawn Marie. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. And tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody, because we're going to go into a deep, deep, deep expose. So you know your power. So you can see things as they are. That's what we're talking about, divine justice. Tell somebody to tell somebody. Come on in. Today we're talking about why narcissists fear empaths. Because the empath is the mirror. And why their collapse keeps repeating. So if you've ever dealt with a narcissist, if you're dealing with a narcissist, if you just ended dealing with a narcissist, this is the place to be. Come on. Samaria, tell us. African daughter. Why do narcissists fear empaths? Come on in. This is what we're going to talk about today. Welcome in. We're talking about why the narcissist fears the empath. Why the narcissist fears the empath and what this means. Come on in and come on in and come on in and come on in. Greetings to you. So let me get started, right? Let me get started. So, first of all, it's important to realize that you, the empath, me, the empath, we were never just wounded. We were the mirrors. We are the ones who stood up unknowingly in front of a performance so fragile that even silence felt like an attack. This is the truth a few dare to name, that narcissists do not fear confrontation. Narcissists do not fear confrontation. Narcissists fear reflection. Narcissists fear reflection. They also fear coherence. When you're coherent, the narcissist also fears clarity, because when you fully stand as yourself, you shatter the illusions that the narcissist is depending on. So it's important to realize that the narcissist didn't target you because you were easy prey. They targeted you because your nervous system carries the coding of truth. That's what an empath is. The empath is not just a feeler. The empath is a frequency holder of coherence, born into a world of incoherence. Let me say that again. The empath is a frequency holder of coherence, born into a world of distortion. This is what happens. You see? So let me go deeper into why this is, how it happens, and what it means. See, empaths are not fragile. Contrary to popular belief, empaths are neurologically, spiritually, and energetically advanced. Our biology confirms this. Let me give you the proof. Studies in biology show that the empath has heightened activity in the part of the brain called the insula. And the insula governs the place of inner knowing. Inner knowing. Also, the empath biologically has very active mirror neurons, which allows an empath to feel other people's internal states. And the empath is connected to the vagus nerve, which regulates the brain, the heart, and the gut, allowing compassion to flow neurologically. So what we are somatic tuning forks. Dawn Marie, you're on fire, Dawn Marie. We are somatic tuning forks. Our bodies pick up contradictions before our minds register them, right? And when a narcissist says, I love you, but their eyes are empty or their tone is cold, the empath system says something is wrong. This isn't suspicion. This is spiritual pattern recognition. But before we awaken to our power, we confuse this sensitivity for a flaw. Biological tuning forks. We people please. We overfunction. We try to heal, but what we don't realize is we are dealing with a predatory strategy by the narcissist. So let me go into why the narcissists fear the empaths. Let me be clear. The reasons why narcissists fears empaths is not because the narcissists do not want love, because they don't. What the narcissist wants is fuel. The narcissist wants energetic, emotional, and psychological fuel. And the narcissist chooses an empath for one reason. And that reason is you are powerful even when you don't know it. Now, why do narcissists fear empaths? Well, the first reason why narcissists fear empaths is because the empath sees without permission. What do I mean? It means that the empath notices everything. The empath notices everything. They notice the contradictions in tone, the overuse of charm, the hollowness in the words people speak. And narcissists cannot bear to be seen because their identity is a mask. And you, the empath, carry an inner scanner that eventually reveals this mask. That's the first reason. The first reason why narcissists fear empaths is because the empath sees without permission. We know. The second reason why the narcissists fear an empath is because the empath embodies what the narcissist has disowned. What do I mean? The narcissists have abundant vulnerability, humility, and emotional truth. They have. And when they look at you, the empath, they see the wholeness that they've discarded. So they envy you, they resent you, and they want to control what they cannot reclaim. Let me say that again. The second reason the narcissist fears the empath is because the empath embodies what the narcissist has disowned. What do I mean? The narcissists have abundant vulnerability, humility, and emotional truth. And when they look at you, the empath, whether you are a daughter, a son, a husband, a wife, a partner, a business associate, when they look at you, they see in you the wholeness they discarded in themselves. So that makes them envy you. That makes them resent you, and that makes them want to control what they cannot reclaim. Am I making sense here? I'm giving you some real information here, and if I'm connecting with you, wherever you are, just type transform in the comment section. Let me know I'm connecting with you. Let me know this is connecting with you. Just type transform. Let me know I'm connecting with you. You see? Let me know I'm connecting with you. Thank you, Dawn Marie. I appreciate that. You see, Cynthia, Gabriel, Divine Justice, Yashuron, JB, Monique Diva, I appreciate that, right? Ellie, Brittany, this is what happens. Jazz and laughter. Why go on, Jazz and laughter? So let me keep going. The third reason, Doc, exactly, Hiyoka, that's what we're talking about. The third reason why the narcissists fear the empath is because you are regulated even when wounded and they are not. Meaning that even though your emotional home may feel like chaos now, under that trauma, you were designed to regulate chaos. You are designed to hold pain. You are designed to stay calm when others collapse. That regulation exposes the narcissist's internal fragmentation, and they can't stand it. They cannot stand it because you're regulated, Don Marie. So what do? They turn away from the mirror. Which brings me to the fourth reason why narcissists fear empaths. Because the empath is a mirror. But the empath is not just any mirror, Liz. The empath is a soul-level reflector, a soul-level mirror. And so when you're in the room, the distortions of a narcissist are revealed because you see through their lies, you reflect their shame, and this makes you dangerous. You see, these are the four reasons why the narcissists fear you. Let me go through them again. They fear you because you see without permission. You notice everything. Number one. Number two, they fear you because you embody what they've disowned. Number three, they fear you because you are regulated and they are not. That's amazing, Dawn Marie. And number four, they fear you because you are the mirror. You reflect and reveal everything that they are. He looks away. That's the look of defeat. But here's what is not often discussed. The narcissist is already collapsing when they meet you. Whether it's your mother, your father, or whoever, because they are not whole. They are a shell held together by the following strategies: grandiosity, charm, control, gaslighting, and devaluation. But these tactics are energetically expensive. And when those tactics fail, when your mirror starts working, the narcissist begins to experience narcissistic collapse. Now, narcissistic collapse isn't a tantrum. Narcissistic collapse is an energetic crash. It's a moment when the false self, exactly, Beasley, the false self no longer functions. And this is because of three triggers. The narcissist goes into collapse and fears you even more because you expose them. You see, when someone, usually an empath, sees the full pattern and stops playing the role, the mask shatters. Number one. Number two, abandonment. The narcissist has major abandonment wounds, just like some empaths. But when the fuel is removed, when you remove your supply, they deflate, they fall into emptiness, not sadness, not grief, but a void. And this void terrifies these narcissists, Treasure Star. You see, it really terrifies them in a major way. It really is sort of a distressing to these narcissists. Very distressing to them. And what is more chilling about it is, instead of healing, they rage, they project, and then repeat. And what is more chilling about it is they rise again, not healed, but refueled by blame, by projection, and by a new supply. But this is why the collapse recycles, because narcissists do not transform. I don't feel sorry for them either. They do not transform. They reconstruct the illusion with new victims, new performances, and new masks. They don't heal their wounds. They infect others with their wounds. But what does this mean for an empath who's breaking the cycle? You, the empath, are not just a mirror. You, Madam Empath, Mr. Empath, Person Empath, are a circuit breaker, a code breaker. When you awaken, you step out of the role. When you stop defending, explaining, and justifying, you become invisible to the narcissist system. Because the narcissist can only reach you when there's hate. Because when an awakened empath no longer emits the frequency of people pleasing, of doubts, of guilt, of spiritual bypassing, or of the rescue me energy, you become incoherent to manipulation. Come on, somebody tell me you're rejoicing. You become incoherent to manipulation. If I'm talking to you, type transform in the comments. I want to know that I'm talking to you, not just to myself. Wherever you are on this terra firma, this planet. You see, Shauna is awake. I love that. Beastly. This is what it is. You see, you become incoherent to manipulation, Shauna. Thank you, Cynthia, Monique Diva. And you become not cold, not hard, but deeply and silently sovereign, Wild Rose. This is what happens to you. You become deeply, thank you, Miles, thank you, Earthlines. You see, this is what happens. So you don't chase closure with the narcissist, because the narcissist never offers closure. You embody closure in yourself. You don't argue with the mask. You don't. It's a waste of time. You withdraw your reflection. And that's the end of the cycle. That is the end of that narcissistic cycle, because narcissists fear empath, not because the empath is dramatic, not because the empath is chaotic, and not because the empath is wounded, but because we are the ones who carry the memory of what's real. So before we were gaslit, we knew. Before we were shamed, we trusted. And before we were broken, we radiated love and light. You see what I'm saying? This is what happened. And now, after the fire, we become mirrors no longer to these narcissists. We become light sources. We stop reflecting what other people project, and we begin to emit what we truly are. You see, empaths don't just survive abuse, we transmute it. That's what an alchemist is. We don't just escape the narcissist, we break the spell of the hell realm for generations, for our children, for our children's children. And it doesn't matter if this happened to you in your family of origin, in your family of choice, socially, politically, professionally, it's all the same. Because now you know that you were never the problem. You were not the problem. If you knew you were the mirror, you now know you are the medicine. You see, and if this is connecting to you, type in the comments, I see clearly. I see clearly. I see clearly now. And you want to share this with anyone who is still trapped in the illusion. You want to help them see clearly. I see clearly now. I see clearly. I see clearly. This is the whole point. I see clearly. And the more you see clearly, the more you're in a position to be scary to these narcissists, because the narcissists are terrified of an empath, because the empath sees completely clearly. And when you see clearly, you cannot be stopped. You cannot be stopped. You see, that's the point. So when the narcissist hits collapse, the collapse happens because it's the engine room of where they live. Most people think narcissistic collapse is a single event. But it's not an event, it's a loop, a karmic loop. And each collapse begins with the same pain the narcissist refused to process. And this is how collapse happens. First of all, the mask cracks because you see the narcissist truly and clearly. Your presence shatters their control. Then the collapse begins. They spiral, they rage, they withdraw, they smear you, they destroy. But this isn't transformation, it's emotional exile. Don't sit in their truth. I'm glad you told them that, Dawn Marie. Then they flee into delusion. Oh, then karma's going to get him. Then after the collapse begins, projection starts. The narcissist begins to blame you. They twist the story. They call you the abuser. They build a false narrative. Why? Because it restores the illusion of control. Then they reconstruct with a new victim, a new mask, and a new performance. The cycle begins again, but with deeper spiritual depth. Because each time they collapse and they refuse to evolve, they cause distortion in themselves. And that is what living in the hell realm is like. So when you entered the life of the narcissist, you didn't just offer love, you offered a vibrational challenge. This is what you offered to them, but they couldn't shift. They couldn't shift. You offered them a challenge, an opportunity to shift. Because remember, the narcissist prayed for you to be a blessing in their lives, and then they took you for granted, so you become a lesson in their lives. That's why they try to break you. And if they can't break the mirror, they must shatter the mirror. But they can't do that. So how do you reclaim your power? If you want to know how to reclaim your power, book a free session with me at innermileage.com. Innermileage.com. But you reclaim your power through sovereignty in your nervous system. Having a regulated nervous system, right? Well, the reason why we bifurcate is because some of us have hearts of the divine, whilst others are decidedly dark. So an empath is a high-ranking child of light in the same way a narcissist is a high-ranking child of dark. Does that make sense to you, Miles? This is what happens. You see? So the way you reclaim your power is through regulating your nervous system. It's through becoming coherent, where there is no gap between what you say, what you think, what you feel, and what you do. And then ultimately, you want to become radiant with your energy, realizing that you no longer reflect darkness. You emit light, you embody frequency, not codependence. You rise beyond the relational architecture of the narcissist game. And you become a signal that the narcissist cannot decode. You see, in simple terms, you cannot be reached by a narcissist when you are in self-love. So you realize there's no need for revenge. There's no need for a final conversation because the narcissist is already living the karma they created. And your healing is not their punishment. It's your liberation. And the more you heal, the more you feel compassion, not attachment, the more you ascend. So the point is, you were never too sensitive. You were never too emotional, even though they say that. You were simply tuned into something they chose to ignore. And that something was reality, frequency, and truth. You are not a mirror anymore. You are a portal, a signal, a new pattern. And now you know why. So ultimately, this is how you extricate yourself from the narcissist, knowing that they already fear you. They fear that you're exposing them. They fear that everything about you is opposite to what they are, which is why they targeted you in the first place. But they were successful in targeting you because you didn't know who you were until you were hurt so much that you had no choice but to go within. Am I making sense? Is this landing for you? Are there any questions? Maybe we'll take a couple of questions. If you want to ask a question, just invite yourself via video on TikTok and Instagram, and I'll read your questions in the text box on YouTube. But if there are any questions, I'm happy to answer them. But this is what happens, right? This is the whole point. So you become invisible to the narcissist by being self-loving. And the more self-loving you are, the more invisible you become to the narcissist. The more boundaried you are, the more you repel narcissistic attacks. The more you stop BSing yourself, the more you become not resonant to these narcissists. This is how it works, you see? And then you realize that you were born to win. You were born for a purpose. You see, there's no way they can hold you. You can't touch this. Exactly, Isabel. This is what happens. They can't get to you. They eventually give up because you don't react. See, the narcissist is always looking for a reaction. But when you start to move with style and grace, just like Mortimer is saying right here, style and grace, style and grace. You start to move with discernment. You start to move with humility. You start to move with wisdom. You start to move with clarity. They can't reach you. You start to move with self-love, self-appreciation, self-respect. And when you are moving this way, you can set up a life that is deserving of the beautiful thing that you've become. And if you want to go deeper into this, book a free session with me at innermileage.com. This is what it's about. You see? So the narcissist cannot reach you when you love yourself. And they hope you don't realize that you are the greatest love you've been waiting for. This is the whole point. You see, this is the whole point. When you walk in style and grace in your royalty, the narcissist doesn't know what to do. The narcissist doesn't know what to do. So, if nothing else, remember, with a narcissist, there's no place for reactions. When they go low, we go high. You must always do the opposite of exactly what the narcissist is doing if you don't remember anything else. Because so long as you do the opposite of what the narcissist is saying, you've won. They get jealous because they can't be like you, John baby. That's exactly it. And it's important that you know the diamond that exists in you, your value. Because the only reason why the narcissist targeted you is because they saw your value before you did. The narcissist is so strategic, they're not going to waste their time with somebody who brings them no value, and you bring the greatest value, the value of empathy, the value of love, the value of blessings and divine intervention. You see, the quest proctor, what are you talking about? Not if you were married, not if you married it. I've been married to 2. What are you talking about? I'm missing the conversation there. But they attack what's most important to you, which is why with a narcissist, you come to a place of non-reaction, detachment. Because when you're detached, the narcissist doesn't know what to attack. And detachment takes discipline. Discipline. They go after our children, they try. But you have to be detached. And trust that when your children are with you, you provide an environment for them that is loving, whether your children are tainted or not. You don't play into the narcissist's hands, ever. You see? So this is the message, family. This is the message. This is the message. You get me, kings and queens? This is the message. My dear kings and queens, this is the message. Sometimes the music is loud, my brother. You know, that's what it is. We're always having a party in here. So that's what it is, my brother. You know, either connect with it or find a channel that suits you better, right? But this is the point. You see? This is the point. So when you wake up, this is what happens. This is what happened. He chose not to pay child support, even though, well, then the DMV will deal with him. The state agencies in your state will deal with him. Follow the proper channels, Treasure Star, and realize that with the narcissist, you just do what is right for you. There's no compromise with the narcissist. And often with many narcissists, especially for those who are going through divorce or separation, remember these words. I had a great angel who taught me this. I learned this from someone. Separate parenting, not co-parenting. Separate parenting. And if I can be of help to you, book a free session with me at innermileage.com. 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 Come book a session with I. Let's talk about the truth of what you're dealing with. You see? Let's talk about the truth of what you're dealing with. Come talk to this African giant. As Brenda Boy is singing right here, African giant. Know that this is for the giant within all of us. Because overcoming narcissistic abuse means you're a true giant. And anyone who's escaped narcissistic abuse, has dealt with narcissistic abuse, is my hero, my heroine. So folks, big up Jamaica. Yes. We have a lot of love for Jamaica. A lot of the Jamaican people, they are con people in Jamaica. They came from Ghana. You know that though, right? Some of those maroon people came from Ghana. That's why Jamaica, we feel that vibration. Big up Vibes Cartel, big up Shatawale. So this is the message. You understand? This is the message. The message is, you said it, Beasley, thank you. You said it. The message is the narcissists fear you because you radiate light where they radiate hate. And they really wish they could radiate light. That's as simple as it is. When you put it back, you realize these narcissists are still 7-year-old children. That's why it becomes impossible to hate them, but to see them as teachers. That makes you even more scarier to these narcissists. You see the message? We are African giants, wherever you're from. Just tune into this frequency by Burna Boy. Come on now. We are giants, spiritual giants and spiritual gangsters. That's what we are. So walk like a giant, my queen. Walk like a giant, my king. Walk like a giant, especially when you're still dealing with this narcissist. And if you're looking to connect to the inner royalty within you, to be free to live the life you want to live, book a free session with I, innermileage.com. And I'll tell you the truth, whether we work together or not, because that's all we deal with here. So my spiritual giants, my spiritual gangsters, big up yourself, yeah? And thank you so much for your kind attention and your love. I really appreciate it. So this is the message I want to share with you today, yes? This is the message. This is the message. This is the message. This is the message. So for this weekend, no matter what you do, remember the universe is with you, because the universe runs things. Just like this tune from Micah Shamaya, Jaja run things. You get me? Jaja run things. So thank you. Thank you so much. We'll see you back here from Ghana. Ghana, Coach Rafaela, Ghana. So we'll see you back here on Monday at 9 a.m. Pacific time, yes? Thank you, Brittany. I really appreciate it. Thank you. So this is the information. Jaja Rantings. Don't you forget Jaja Ranting. Come on. Don't you forget Jaja Ranting. Yay! Don't you forget Jaja Ranting. Don't forget the Jaja Ranting. Jaja. Don't forget the Jaja Rantings. Don't forget the Jaja Ranting. What? Don't forget the Jaja Rantings. The universe runs all things. You get me? So blessed love. Blessed love. Blessed love. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. One love. One love. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Give thanks, people. One love, yeah? What? Don't forget the Jaja Ranting. Yay! Don't forget the Jaja Ranting. Woo woo! Don't forget the Jaja Ranting. Yay!